And good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network for tonight's presentation of the 1972-73 Epic Basketball League. My name is Dave Little, and we are coming to you live from the Dave Cave with Silver Division action pitting the Baltimore Bullets against the Kansas City-OMAHA Kings. And it should be an interesting matchup tonight. The backstory is that these two are Silver Division teams fighting to qualify to move up to the Gold tier perhaps for the next season. It's been a rough year for Baltimore. They're off to a 1-7 start, largely as the result of an injury to their exciting point guard Archie Clark. Clark has been down and out, and he is the driving force behind the Bullets' offense. The Bullets still have some studs, most notably ELVIN Hayes. 21.2 points per game in the regular season. Hayes currently at 21.8. Good enough for 16th in the league. 5th in the league with 14.5 rebounds, and Hayes leads the league in block shots at 3.4 per game. Alongside Hayes is the other big man, Wes Unseld, who on the 72-73 season finished with 15.9 rebounds per game, good enough for 5th in the league. The Bullets are coached by Gene Shue, and in the 72-73 season, they finished with a record of 52-30, good enough for first place in the NBA Central Division, but the Bullets would go on to lose to the Knicks 4-1 in the opening round of the playoffs. This would be the final season of basketball in Baltimore before the Bullets moved downriver to Washington, D.C. and became known as the Capital Bullets beginning in the 73-74 season. For Kansas City-OMAHA, this is the team that was formerly known as the Cincinnati Royals. But the Royals fell on hard times after they traded away Jerry Lucas and traded away Oscar Robertson. Attendance in Cincinnati declined, and the team was moved over to Kansas City. For the first 3 years, they split their home games between Kansas City and Omaha, Nebraska, while they were awaiting the building of the Kemper Arena in Kansas City. They played some of their games in Kansas City Municipal Auditorium, which held about 7,000 people, and played about 12 to 15 games a year in the Omaha Civic Auditorium, which held a larger crowd of 9,300. The Kings were coached by Bob Cousy at this point in time, and in 72-73 they finished with a record of 36 wins and 46 losses and missed the playoffs. But the big story in Kansas City is the young point guard Nate Archibald, a first-team NBA selection, and in 72-73, Archibald led the league both in scoring and assists. Archibald scored 34 points a game and assisted 11.4 on the season. And that is going to be a tough fate to replicate. In a lot of sports simulations, it is tough to it is tough to replicate some of these outlier performances, whether it's Greg Maddux turning in a very, very low walk season or a rare occurrence like Nate Archibald leading the league in both scoring and assists. So I'm interested to see how Archibald does here tonight in the season. As we say hello to Clinton Parks, who is asking which Van Arsdale. Yeah, we'll get to the starting lineups here momentarily. This is Tom Van Arsdale playing for Kansas City-OMAHA. And Frank Wainscott, welcome to the chat. We will be broadcasting wrestling tomorrow evening, and I'll give some of the details on that at halftime. Heartland Championship Wrestling returns to the airwaves tomorrow evening with pay-per-view action. Now let's get to your starting lineups for the visiting Baltimore Bullets. Getting the start at point guard is Kevin Porter. a rookie out of St. Francis, Pennsylvania, 6 foot 175, substituting for the injured Archie Clark. His backcourt mate is the very slick Phil Chenier, second-year man out of the University of California, who averaged 19.7 points per game in the 72-73 NBA season. Mike Reardon, second-team All-NBA defense out of Providence, also an 18.1 point per game scorer. So good link in the Bullets lineup there. And of course, in the front court, the aforementioned Wes Unseld, fifth year out of Louisville, and Elvin Hayes, fifth year out of Houston. For the Kansas City Kings, it is all about Nate Archibald, first team All-NBA, second year man out of University of Texas El Paso. He gets the start at point guard. He'll be flanked in the backcourt by Matt Gukas, seventh year out of St. Joseph's. Tom Van Arsdale, eighth year out of Indiana, twin brother to Dick Van Arsdale, gets the start at small forward tonight. Nate Williams, having an excellent beginning to this season in the Epic Basketball League, the power forward, second year man out of Utah State. Williams 15th in the Epic Basketball League in scoring at 22.3 points per game. And the very popular Sam Lacey is the center for Kansas City. Averaged a double-double on the season in the NBA, 13.5 points, 11.8 rebounds. So interesting game here in Kansas City tonight. Looking forward to some action here in the Epic Basketball League as we tip things off here from Kansas City. And the opening tip-off is controlled by the Kings. Moving from left to right on your computer screen. They get it inside quickly to Nate Williams down low. He's got a tough matchup against Wes Unseld down there. But Williams gets around Unseld. His layup is tipped by Unseld. Unseld got him from behind, and Hayes comes out with the rebound for Baltimore. Here come the Bullets. They can't get the fast break going as Kansas City quickly gets back on defense. And the ball goes inside now to Hayes. Hayes working on Sam Lacey down on the low block, probing the defense. Hayes inside. His fadeaway shot is off the back iron, no good. And Lacey takes the rebound for Baltimore. So both teams come up empty in their first possession of the night. Kings with the basketball now. Again, they're looking inside to Williams. And this time his pass is stolen away by Porter for the turnover. Porter got into the passing lane to pick that one off. Now they go to Chenier on the wing. Chenier from the outside, guarded by Gukas out there. Gukas ties him up. And Chenier can't get the shot off, and in fact, he's called for the travel. That is a travel on Phil Chenier. That is a turnover. Kings with the basketball now. Looking to get something started. Archibald has it on top, guarded by Kevin Porter. Archibald steps around Porter, gets into the lane, shot no good. Well defended by Porter, rebound Unseld for Baltimore. The Bullets want to run. Porter's got Chenier and Reardon on the wings. Chenier's got it on the right wing, drives around Nate Williams, lays it up and good. And we have our first basket of the night. Baltimore takes the 2-0 lead. Tiny Archibald for Kansas City looks inside to Van Arsdale. Van Arsdale took an elbow to the ribs there or something. He's shaken up. Sends the basketball down low to Lacey. And now we've got Gukas shaken up. It's a rough start here for the Kings on their home court, as they've got a couple of guys staggering around out there looking less than stellar in their physical status. Now they get it inside to Lacey, and Lacey's able to put one home, and he is fouled on the shot by Elvin Hayes. Give the first assist of the night to Nate Archibald, and send Lacey to the line with a chance at a three-point play. Shot by Lacey is good, and the Kings have the advantage, 3-2 here in the opening moments. Baltimore basketball. Porter has it out on top. He's picked up out there by Nate Williams. Porter's going to try and step around, get into the lane, gets around Williams, lays it up, and good.
Porter.
Good looking shot there by Kevin Porter. And the rookie has given Baltimore the lead once again. Here comes Kansas City. They go inside to Lacey again. Lacey working on Hayes down low. He got one foul on Hayes already. And now there's a collision, and this time it is called on Lacey on the charge. So Lacey and Hayes each pick up a foul here in the early going. Baltimore with the basketball now, still leading by 1, 4-3. The ball is outside to Chenier once again. Chenier's going to try and get into the lane. He steps around Van Arsdale. Oh, but Van Arsdale moved over and drew the charge. Controversy on that one, as Chenier thought he had a clear path to the basket, and the referees decided otherwise. Ball goes back over to Kansas City. Kings trail by 1. As they work the ball around, and they get it to Gukas now on the perimeter. Gukas working on Chenier out there. Chenier, a solid defender. Gukas steps around him, shoots the leaner, and gets it to go. Good shot by Gukas, puts Kansas City back on top. Baltimore comes back and looks to Reardon on the baseline. Reardon can't hit that one. Long rebound goes out to Matty Gukas, and Kansas City will get another possession. Now they get it into the hands of Archibald, working on Kevin Porter outside. Archibald with the double team, shoots through the double team and scores it. Nicely done by Archibald to beat the double team. Kansas City now on top by 3, 7-4. Here's a jump shot quickly off the offensive set by Porter. That's no good. Sam Lacey with the rebound for Kansas City. Back come the Royals. They go inside once again to Lacey, working on Hayes, and now we've got some shenanigans down low as Nate Williams has been running off at the mouth for Kansas City, and he has been teed up by the referee. It will be Mike Reardon to shoot the technical foul for the Bullets. And Reardon makes good on that. I don't know what was said by Nate Williams down low. It was not appreciated by the officials, and they have teed him up. Kansas City once again with the basketball. Van Arsdale to inbound. Inbounds pass goes down low to Lacey. It's been a struggle for Lacey down low, as he has got the long arms of Elvin Hayes to contend with. A little fadeaway this time by Lacey. Gets that one to drop. Nice looking shot there by Lacey. He leads all scorers with 5 points. Kansas City on top by 4. Here's Porter with another quick jump shot. This one is tipped by Lacey and out of bounds. Baltimore will keep possession, and they'll have a chance to convert this opportunity with 12 seconds on the shot clock. Ball comes into Porter once again, working on Archibald. Shows, goes, tries to dump it off to Hayes. That pass is behind him and out of bounds for the turnover. Kansas City now with the 4-point lead and the basketball, 9-5. Just over 3 minutes gone by here in the opening period. Archibald has it on the outside. Tries to get it into Lacey again. And this one is at his feet and through his legs, out of bounds for another turnover. Both teams off to a shaky start with 3 turnovers apiece here in the opening moments. Bullets have the basketball. Once again, it's Porter. This time Porter's going to try and get it into Reardon in the post. The little elbow jump shot by Porter is no good. And the rebound is taken by Nate Williams, and Nate Williams is fouled on the rebound by Porter. Frustration foul by Porter, and the basketball goes back over to the Kings. Kings still lead 9-5, looking to expand the lead as Archibald surveys the floor. Archibald's going to take it himself from the perimeter, gets into the lane. Hayes cuts him off. Archibald misses the jump shot. He goes down, no call. Lacey with the offensive board for Kansas City. He pump fakes. His shot is blocked by Elvin Hayes, and Unseld takes the rebound. Tight interior defense by the Bullets to deny Kansas City on that possession. We're under 8 to play in the first quarter. The ball goes inside to Hayes for the Bullets. And Hayes can't get a shot off as the buzzer sounds, and that is a shot clock violation. Kansas City now with the basketball and the 4-point lead as the ball once again goes inside to Nate Williams. Williams in the paint working on Unseld. Good look inside, but he cannot get the jumper to drop. The rebound is knocked out of bounds. Possession will go back over to Baltimore. Both teams struggling from the field to start things off here. It's been a slow game offensively at both ends of the court as Baltimore looks to get something set. The open man on the perimeter is Reardon. He's got a look against Van Arsdale. Steps around Van Arsdale, gets into the lane. The jump shot is off glass, off rim, no good. And Sam Lacey pulls the rebound for Kansas City. Kings back the other way with Archibald. This time Archibald is going to look to his left, look to his right. Shoots again over the double team. That is off the rim, no good. Basketball bounces out of bounds, goes over to Baltimore. As we say hello in the chat room to my good buddy, Uncle Al, the Red Sox fan. How is it going tonight, Al? Good to see you here in the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. We've got the Baltimore Bullets and the Kansas City Kings in Silver Division action. Both teams struggling at the outset here to get anything going. Kansas City holds a 9-5 lead. Baltimore with the basketball. On the perimeter, it's in the hands of Chenier. Chenier steps into the lane. He's cut off by Lacey. He's forced to alter the shot. That's no good. Chenier gets his own rebound and kicks it back outside for the Bullets to reset the offense. They get it once again to Reardon on the wing. He tries to send it back out to the top of the key, and Matt Gukas steps into the lane and intercepts. Ball back into the hands of the Kings. Archibald finds Van Arsdale inside. Works his way into the paint. The short jumper is blocked by Hayes. Hayes is your league-leading shot blocker, and he's got 2 of them already tonight. Wes Unseld brings down the rebound for Baltimore. Back in the hands of Chenier coming the other way. Chenier with a quick shot off of the transition. That's no good. And Nate Archibald takes the rebound for Kansas City. Archibald wants to run. He is leading the break down the center of the floor. He dumps it to Nate Williams. Williams sends it to Gukas. Gukas drives the baseline and pitches it back, and it is knocked away by Hayes. The ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Baltimore basketball. As we say good evening to D. Scott Howard in the chat room here for another epic matchup. As we're hoping to see some heroics out of Nate Archibald, but both teams quiet on the offensive glass, on the offensive end. We're midway through the first quarter, and it's only a 9-5 basketball game. Kansas City and Baltimore. Baltimore with the basketball. They go inside to Elvin Hayes. Hayes working on Lacey down low. These two have been banging bodies all night long. Hayes can't get the shot off, and that is going to be a 3-second violation and another turnover on Baltimore. Kings once again with the basketball. Archibald calls a play, sends it down low to Nate Williams. Williams comes off a screen. Wide open look over Reardon. His short jump shot is off the rim, no good. Williams gets his own rebound. Williams on the putback, lays it up, off the glass and through.
Nate Williams.
11-5 now, Kansas City with the lead. Nate Williams with his first basket of the night. Baltimore desperately looking to get something going on the offense. They swing it around to Reardon. And we've got a whistle, and Van Arsdale shaken up once again. He is limping off the court. And it looks like that left ankle is giving him some troubles. As Clinton Park says, it looks like a 1970s New York Knicks defense going on. Baltimore can play some defense. Unseld and Hayes, both stellar defenders. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, Mike Reardon, also second team all defense for the Bullets in the 72-73 season. As Baltimore with the basketball. They're missing their superstar point guard Archie Clark, and that's why Baltimore is having some trouble getting the offense going. The open man inside now is Unseld. And Nate Williams has got another technical foul called on him, and he has been ejected from this contest. Just 6 minutes into the game, Nate Williams, a key player for Kansas City, ejected from the game. I do not believe it. As Mike Reardon once again goes to the free throw line to shoot the technical foul. Reardon converts again. It's an 11-6 ball game, but the big news here, Nate Williams, one of the stars for Kansas City, 22.3 points per game, just got kicked out of the game in the first quarter. As D. Scott Howard points out, a battle of former franchises. Baltimore is about to move up to Washington. And Kansas City is just getting settled in, but they would end up in Sacramento, where they reside today. Baltimore with the basketball now, trailing by 5. Kevin Porter running the offense. And now we've got Lacey and Porter exchanging words. This game is getting chippy from the get-go. And in the middle of all that, Mike Reardon steps to his left, pulls the trigger, and converts on the 15-footer to pull the Bullets back to within 3. We all know about that around these parts, says D. Scott Howard, about losing your basketball team. Archibald with it now, out on top, working on Porter once again, drives to the basket, tries to get it up over Hayes, shot no good. And now getting the offensive rebound into the game for Kansas City is Johnny Green. Green with the offensive board, and the putback is good.
Johnny Green.
Green into the game, replacing Van Arsdale, who was injured. Also into the game is Ron Riley, the rookie out of USC, who will get some significant minutes now that Nate Williams has gone to the bench. 13-8 is your score. Just under 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. As Reardon once again has an open look, this time from the baseline. Green is way off of him. Green manages to knock it away and out of bounds, but Baltimore will retain possession. They've got 11 on the shot clock as Flynn Robinson now comes into the game at the point guard position. Robinson, pretty well known as a member of the Los Angeles Lakers. He actually was traded from LA to Baltimore in December of 1972. By virtue of the fact that Robinson logged more minutes with the Bullets than he did with the Lakers, he is assigned to the Bullets for the Epic Basketball League season. No in-season trades in the Epic Basketball League. So Robinson will run the point now. He's still got Chenier and Reardon, Hayes, and Unseld. The 4 other starters remain for Baltimore. The open man inside is Elvin Hayes, but Robinson is fouled in the backcourt by Green.
First team foul.
Johnny Green got him in the backcourt. Green, the veteran, 14 years out of Michigan State. That will send Flynn Robinson to the free throw line. And as that was a backcourt foul, it's a 2-shot foul. The first shot, Robinson misses badly. Robinson converts the second. And that cuts it back to a 4-point lead. 13-9 is the lead. Under 5 minutes to go in the first period. With the basketball inside is Green. Green working down low. Unseld comes over to pick him up on the switch. The short jump shot by Green is good, as Unseld was late coming over, and Green converted that one to put Kansas City on top by 6. Baltimore looks inside to Hayes. Hayes and Lacey still bumping bodies down there. This time the layup is no good. Lacey made him all through the shot. But we've got a whistle and a foul, and that's called on Matt Gukas, who came over to help out. And that will send Elvin Hayes to the line for 2 free throws. First shot by Hayes is around the rim and out. Hayes leading the Bullets with 21.8 points per game so far in the Epic Basketball League campaign. He hits the second free throw, and that is his
Hayes made the
first
free
point
throw.
of the night. 15-10 now is your score. Kansas City with the lead and the basketball. The Bucks get it out on top to Archibald, now working on Flynn Robinson. Archibald with the outside jump shot is good.
NATE Archibald.
Archibald now with 4 points. Kansas City up on top by 7, 17-10, their biggest lead of the night. Baltimore basketball, Reardon has it outside. Once again, he's working on Green. Green tries to knock it away, and Reardon picks it up and cannot get control of it, and it is out of bounds. Ball goes over to Kansas City. Kansas City on top, 17-10, on the touchdown pass by Patrick Mahomes. As Baltimore now needs to get back into this one. They need that Ravens defense. Where's Ed Reed and Ray Lewis when you need them? Here's a pass inside by Kansas City, and back out to Archibald. Archibald's stuck down low. Can't do anything with it. Looks for help. Dribbles back out on top. Now he finds Johnny Green open on the inside. The short jump shot by Green is good. And Reardon got him with the body.
Johnny Green scores. Foul is on Reardon. His first.
Foul goes on Reardon. And it is Johnny Green going to the free throw line with a chance for the three-point play and a chance to put Kansas City out on top by double digits. The free throw is good.
Green made
and the score now is 20-10. Baltimore very sluggish on the offensive end in the first period. Their bigs can't get anything done, and they don't have their star point guard. Once again, they go down low to Hayes. Hayes has been well defended by Lacey tonight. Now the double team comes over from Riley. Hayes gets the basket to go, and Riley fouled it. And just like that, Elvin Hayes has the opportunity for the three-point play. Hayes converts the free throw.
Hayes made the free throw.
And that cuts the lead to 20-13. Kansas City basketball. In they go to Lacey down low. Lacey working on Hayes. And steps around, gets into the lane, and walks with it. Another turnover. The teams have combined for 11 turnovers in this first period. It has been sloppy. As Flynn Robinson sets up the offense for Baltimore. Hayes has it out on the baseline. Tries to dump it down to Unseld on the block. The short jump shot by Unseld is good, and he is fouled on the play by Riley.
Unseld scores.
So Ron Riley, the rookie, comes into the game and just picks up 2 very quick fouls. And that is going to be the end of the action for Riley at this juncture as Toby Kimball, the third stringer, comes in. Toby Kimball, a veteran, 7 years out of Connecticut, and a Bulldog defender, very physical player in his own right. Unseld converts the free throw, and that cuts the lead to 4. 20-16 now is the lead as Kansas City brings the offense back the other way with Archibald running the point. He lets fly with a quick jump shot and scores it.
NATE Archibald.
Archibald now has 6. And the lead for Kansas City back up to 6. Here's the first look at a field goal attempt for Robinson tonight. He tries to put it up. It's knocked away by Archibald, out of bounds. Baltimore will keep possession. As action continues on the Bullets' end of the floor. Ball goes inside to Dave Stallworth now in the game. Stallworth, a very capable backup small forward. He tries to go to the left hand, and Kimball swatted it. Kimball swatted it out of there, and coming down with it for Kansas City now is Mike Ratliff. Mike Ratliff into the game, getting his first rebound of the night. Sending it out to Archibald on top as the Kings set up the offense. Archibald dumps it to Don Kogis. Kogis with an open look, but he cannot connect. But Kogis is fouled on the play by Robinson, and that will send him to the free throw line.
14 foul.
Kogis, another veteran, 10-year man out of Wisconsin, Marquette. just down the road in Wisconsin here.
Kojis hit the free
First
throw.
free throw by Kojis is good. Kojis hits them both.
Kojis knocks
And
down
it
the
is a
second.
23-16 game now in favor of Kansas City. As Frank Wainscott is back asking about the ROH situation. We'll touch on that here at the end of the first quarter. We've now got 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Kansas City on top by 8, 24-16, as Baltimore attempts to keep this one from getting away in the early going. Inside they go to Dave Stallworth. Stallworth works on Kimball down low once again. The short jump shot by Stallworth is no good, and Ratliff comes in for another rebound. But just like that, Rinaldi in the game pokes it away and steals it. That is Rich Rinaldi now into the game for Baltimore. He's a second-year man out of St. Peter's. We saw some of him in the last season of the Epic Basketball League. Baltimore with the basketball. They get it inside to Reardon. Reardon working on Johnny Green inside. Tries to dump it down to Hayes. Hayes now working on Mike Ratliff, and Hayes scores that one. Very nicely done by Hayes to pull Baltimore back to within 6. Here's Archibald looking for a teammate. Can't find any help. He's going to have to take it himself. From the top of the key, he dribbles to his left. Gets around Robinson. His layup is no good. And Dave Stallworth takes the rebound for Baltimore. Baltimore basketball in the hands of Reardon. Reardon on the outside with a tough defender against him in Johnny Green, and Reardon cannot get a shot off as the shot clock expires. Into the game now for Kansas City. We'll see Archibald get his first rest of the night. He's replaced out there by Dick Gibbs, also from Texas El Paso, the same school that Archibald came from. It's Gibbs, Gukas, and Green, the 3G backcourt for Kansas City. And down low we have Kimball, and still in the game, Sam Lacey. For Baltimore, they are back to Porter and Chenier in the backcourt. Unseld still at the center, and substitutions with Rinaldi and Stallworth at the forward positions, as we're in the final minute of play here in the first quarter. As the Kings circle the ball around the perimeter and finally dump it into Sam Lacey on the low block. Lacey guarded down there by Unseld. Shoots the short jump shot over Unseld. That is no good. And Unseld catches the rebound for Baltimore. Bullets now set things up. They're going to go down low as well to Unseld. Unseld on the inside, defended by Lacey. He can't hit. Dave Stallworth grabs the offensive board for Baltimore. Stallworth on the putback attempt. Can't find a shot. Instead kicks it out to Rinaldi on the outside. Rinaldi with the 12-footer. That's no good. And the rebound is taken for Kansas City by Johnny Green. We're down to 14 seconds to play. And it looks like the Kings are going to hold for the final shot of the period. Kimball on the inside, working on Stallworth down low. Steps around, and at the buzzer, his layup is good.
Toby Kimball. At the end of the first quarter, Kansas City-Omaha 26, Baltimore 18.
So we maybe didn't see the greatest offensive effort from either of these teams in the first quarter. Both teams with 6 turnovers. And not good field goal shooting. Kansas City did enough to build an 8-point lead, 26-18. Johnny Green with 7 points off the bench to spark Kansas City. Archibald with 6 points, just 1 assist. Lacey 5 points, 4 rebounds for the Kings. Baltimore managed only 33% shooting, 6 of 18. 6 points for Elvin Hayes to lead the Bullets along with the 2 blocked shots. And before we head back to action, I will address Frank's question about the Ring of Honor situation. And for those of you who don't follow the world of independent wrestling, Ring of Honor has been a tremendously successful independent wrestling promotion for a good 20 years now. But they announced this week that following their end of the year pay-per-view broadcast of the final battle, they are going to go on hiatus and release all of the contracted wrestlers that they have. And that is a tough situation. Throughout the pandemic, Ring of Honor was stellar in the way that they took care of their wrestlers. They continued to pay their wrestlers even when they weren't performing, and really did right by all of their talent. Unlike WWE, who is bringing in money hand over fist and releasing wrestlers left and right due to quote-unquote budget cuts, Ring of Honor really tried to do the right thing throughout the past 2 years. And come Final Battle, they are going to have to shut things down for a while. Now, the reports are that they're going to try and resume production in April of 2022, and I sincerely hope that is the case. Ring of Honor has been on the downward slide since a lot of their talent was raided by WWE, beginning at the top of the card with guys like Kevin Owens, now known as or formerly known as Kevin Steen, now Kevin Owens. The former Tyler Black, now known as Seth Rollins. Some guys at the top of the card. Also the guys like Adam Cole and Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly, who were mainstays of the Ring of Honor production team for so many years, got signed away. And Ring of Honor has done their best to rebuild. They've contracted a lot of young talent. They've tried to work with Japanese and Mexican stars to keep putting out a good product, and it's still a good product, but competing against AEW and Impact Wrestling and WWE, it's just hard for them to keep up. But my hopes are that they will be able to get back to action in the spring of 2022. All right, speaking of getting back to action, we are going to get back to action here in Kansas City at Municipal Auditorium as we begin the second quarter of play with the Kings leading by 8. All right, we head back to action with the second half tip-off. And the tip-off is controlled by Baltimore. Bullets with the basketball. The open man on the inside is Unseld. They need to get him going. He's defended by Riley. The short jump shot by Unseld is no good. And Lacey takes another rebound down for Kansas City. Kings coming back looking to open the lead. Archibald now comes off a screen, has an open look at an outside jumper, and he drills it. That's twice tonight that Unseld has been late on the help side defense, and it has cost the Bullets on both occasions. Archibald now with 8 points to lead all scorers as the Kings go up by 10. Porter back in the game for Baltimore. He gets the pass up on top, dribbles to his right. Archibald reaches out and grabs him, and that is a personal foul on the floor. So charge the foul to Archibald. Baltimore will reset the offense, still trailing by 10. As Porter looks to kickstart the Baltimore offense. Here's Porter on the outside working on Archibald. He gets double teamed and sends it down to Chenier. That pass is off the hands of Chenier, picked up by Gukas for the steal. Kansas City looking to extend the lead. Inside they go to Lacey. Lacey and Hayes banging bodies down there. The short jump shot by Lacey is no good. And Unseld with another rebound for Baltimore. Offensive mediocrity continues for both teams. Here's Chenier working on Gukas. Chenier dribbles outside. Steps around Gukas, lays it up, and good. Boy, Chenier crossed him over and made Gukas look foolish on that defensive effort. As Baltimore pulls back to within 8. Kansas City basketball. Inside they go to Johnny Green. Green working into the paint against the smaller Reardon, shoots and scores.
Johnny Green.
Boy, with the injury to Van Arsdale and the ejection of Nate Williams, Kansas City needed a spark, and Johnny Green has given it to him. He's got 9 points now, and the Kings are back on top by 10. Chenier with it on the outside once again. Gukas all over him. Chenier tries to get around, gets into the lane. Lacey comes over. The shot is off the rim, no good. And Ron Riley takes the rebound for Kansas City. Now the Kings want to run. They've got 3-on-1 going the other way. Archibald drops it to Lacey. Lacey at the foul line. Gives it back to Archibald. And on the give and go, Archibald lays it up and good. Nicely done by Archibald. And he is showing why he is the NBA League's leading scorer for the year. And number 3 so far in the Epic Basketball League. Here's Chenier with it again, working on Gukas. They are working hard with Chenier in this second quarter. His outside jump shot this time is good. Chenier has been attacking the basket the last couple of times, so Reardon gave him a step and Chenier drilled it. The lead is back to 10, 32-22. Here's another outside jump shot by Archibald. This one is off the rim, off the glass, no good. Rebound is knocked out of bounds. Possession will go back to Baltimore. Bullets set up the offense with Porter. Porter sends it down low to Hayes. Hayes down low, comes around Riley, and off the glass and good. Nice interior move there by Hayes. He's got 8 points to lead Baltimore, and the deficit for Baltimore is now back to 8. Kings now on the offense. Archibald and Gukas pass it back and forth, and Archibald drills another one. Boy, Archibald is heating up here in the second period, and Kansas City goes back on top by 10. Chenier with it on the outside. Once again, they run the offense through Chenier. He comes off the screen this time, gets around Gukas, lays it up and in again. So Chenier taking control for the Baltimore offense. He's got 8 points now. And the lead is back to 8, 34-26. 8.5 minutes to play before halftime. Here's another jump shot from the outside by Archibald. That is no good. And Porter takes the rebound for the Bullets. Porter wants to run. He's got Chenier with him and Reardon on the wings. Chenier has it in the center of the floor. Sends it over to Reardon on the wing. Give and go back to Chenier. It's knocked away by Archibald. And it is out of bounds off the leg of Chenier. And the basketball will go back over to the Kings. As Flynn Robinson returns to run the point for Baltimore. Bullets struggling to find offense without the services of their starting point guard, Archie Clark. Kansas City basketball. Archibald sends it to Gukas. Gukas has it knocked out of bounds. Actually, he went up for a shot, and the ball was tipped away from him, but the shot came off his hand awkwardly, came off the hit nothing, complete air ball out of bounds to Baltimore. So good defense on the play by Phil Chenier for the Baltimore Bullets. Gives the Bullets another possession. Here's Robinson passing it over to Reardon. Back to Robinson for the outside jump shot. That's no good. ELVIN Hayes takes the rebound for Baltimore, but he's off balance and has to send it back out to the top of the key, and the Bullets will reset. Open on the wing is Chenier. He gets into the lane again, has a collision with Gukas. Cannot get the layup to fall, but they're going to give the whistle and the foul against Gukas, and Chenier will go to the line to shoot 2. Phil Chenier continues to be effective here in period number 2. He hits the first free throw. Second free throw by Chenier is good.
Chenier made the free throw.
And Baltimore cuts the Kansas City lead to 6. 34-28. 7.5 to play before halftime. And at halftime, we will have updates from around the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. Kansas City with the basketball. Out at the top of the key is Gukas. They send it inside to Ron Riley. Riley working on Unseld inside. The battle of the Afros. And Riley cannot get the shot to fall. Riley gets his own rebound, and on the rebound, Riley is fouled by Unseld. First foul of the night on Wes Unseld, and Kansas City will keep possession with a fresh 24. Here's a pass from Archibald over to Gukas, back to Archibald. Archibald is double teamed at the top of the key, and he is fouled by Robinson reaching in.
Personal, second team.
Aggressive defense there by Baltimore. A little too aggressive, as Flynn Robinson is whistled for the foul. And he'll head back to the bench now as Kevin Porter returns to the game. Kansas City with the basketball, Riley to inbound. Riley gets it to Kogis, who's guarded very tightly by Reardon on the perimeter. Kogis is going to try and get it inside to Lacey. Lacey kicks it out to Archibald on the perimeter. Back to Kogis for the jump shot, way off target. Rebound taken by Elvin Hayes for Baltimore. Kansas City quickly back on defense in transition, so Baltimore's going to have to pull it back and set up the offense. Porter looking for help. Throws a wild pass inside towards Unseld, way behind him and out of bounds for the turnover. Kansas City basketball leading by 6. The ball goes inside to Lacey. Working down low against Hayes. Lacey goes to his right, shoots and scores. Nice play by Lacey to put Kansas City back out on top by 8. Coming back the other way, Baltimore goes down to Hayes in the low block, and he is fouled hard by Lacey. Hayes and Lacey have been at each other tonight. And they have just been pounding away at each other. Back in the 1970s, the league was much more physical. The 70s and the 80s, the NBA had just all kinds of banging on the inside, things that would make today's players probably faint from the intensity of it. There were a couple of dust-ups in the NBA this week. If you watch any NBA or the highlights, there was a scrap between Markieff Morris and Nikola Jokic the other night that caused Jokic to get a game suspension. And then last night it was Rudy Gobert getting into it with Miles Turner from the Indiana Pacers. That was more of a that was more of a battle of the bear hugs than any fisticuffs between those two. But yeah, it's a much more physical game back in the 70s and 80s than it is today. Unseld to inbound for Baltimore. And he looks inside to Hayes. Hayes and Lacey continue to bang bodies down low. Hayes misses the shot once again, and Ron Riley with another rebound for Kansas City. Kansas City works it inside to Kogis. Kogis wants to dump it down to Riley. Riley in the key against Reardon. That's a mismatch, and Riley converts for his first basket of the night. Nice inside move there by the rookie Ron Riley out of USC for Kansas City. And the Kings are now once again on top by 10, 38-28, as we have reached the midway point of the second period. Here's a quick outside jump shot by Flynn Robinson. He comes up empty, and it's another rebound for Riley for the Kings. Back on offense, it's Archibald. Archibald looks down low to Lacey. And Lacey has it tipped away and stolen by Flynn Robinson. 3-on-2 going the other way for Baltimore. Robinson dribbles to his right. Fakes, steps around Gukas, lays it up, and good. Nice play by Robinson. He had Reardon on the wing. He faked the pass, and that drew the defense away and gave Robinson an open path to the basket for the conversion. It's now 38-30. Kansas City with the lead and the basketball. Inside once again to Lacey. Lacey on the inside, backing down on Hayes. Can't get a shot off. Tries to kick it back out. Can't get rid of it, and that's a 3-second violation. Bullets off to a tough start this season indeed, 1-7, as their star point guard Archie Clark has missed significant time with injury. Kevin Porter now running the offense once again, looking inside to Hayes. Hayes and Lacey. One-hand runner by Hayes. He left it short. And Johnny Green in there for Kansas City breaks out with the rebound. Archibald wants to run. It's 3-on-3 going the other way. Johnny Green sends it over to Gukas. Gukas drives the left side of the lane, lays it up and good. Nice fast break there, puts the Kings back on top by 10. 40-30 is the score. Down low inside to Hayes once again. The fadeaway this time is no good. Those long arms of Sam Lacey forced Hayes to alter the shot. But Reardon sneaks in for the offensive rebound for Baltimore, kicks it back out on top, and the Bullets will reset the offense. Chenier's got it out on top, guarded by Gukas. Chenier wants to attack. He shows and goes, tries to get it back out to Porter, and it's knocked away and out of bounds. That is a turnover. Into the game for the first time for Kansas City is Sam Seibert, the rookie out of Kentucky State. Second round draft pick, number 19 overall, is Sam Seibert. Action continues for Kansas City with the basketball. Archibald's got it, guarded by Porter. Wants to attack. Fakes and drives. And cannot get the layup to go. Archibald had an open look, couldn't convert. The rebound is tipped around, and finally it bounces out to Gukas. He sends it back to Archibald, and Kansas City will reset. They get it to Archibald again. This time he's going to put one up from the outside, and he scores again.
NATE Archibald.
Archibald's got the jump shot going. He's got 14 points now to lead all scorers, and Kansas City is up on top by 12. That's their biggest lead of the night. 42-30. The Baltimore offense has gone cold. Phil Chenier wants the basketball. He gets it on the wing. He gets into the lane. Lacey cuts him off. Chenier's shot is no good. Unseld on the offensive glass. Unseld with the putback attempt. And he's got that blocked by Toby Kimball. Unseld gets it back. Unseld's going to try again. Working hard on the inside. This time he tries to kick it back out to the top. And Toby Kimball got in there and stripped it and stole it. So nice effort by Tony Kimball to deny Unseld twice on the offensive glass and get the possession once again for Kansas City. Archibald with a great pass to Lacey, who lays it up and good.
Sam Lacey.
Give the assist to Archibald, only his third of the night. But that puts Kansas City on top by 14, and that's the only number that really matters in this arena. Baltimore with it on the perimeter. It has been a long time since they've scored. As Dave Garner says, "Omaha, Omaha," doing his Peyton Manning impersonation. As they get it inside now to Reardon. Reardon backing down on Sam Seibert. Gets into the lane. His short jump shot is off the glass and good. The veteran Reardon takes the rookie to school and pulls Baltimore back to within 12. Archibald with it again, guarded by Porter. Looking to distribute. Bounce pass to Seibert. Is behind him and out of bounds. That's another turnover. Boy, the turnovers have been ugly for both teams here tonight. As Baltimore still trails by 12, under 3 minutes to play before halftime. And the ball is on the outside in the hands of Flynn Robinson. Robinson never saw a jump shot that he didn't like. He's got this one knocked away by Archibald out of bounds, but the Bullets will keep possession. Phil Chenier goes to the bench for Baltimore. Where are they going to get their offense now? Hayes has struggled down low. He's got Ratliff on him now, and Hayes has it blocked and stolen away by Mike Ratliff. Seibert comes out of there and takes the rebound for Kansas City. And now they have an opportunity to run. 3-on-2 going the other way. Outlet to Archibald. Archibald dribbles to his left. streaks into the lane, lays it up and scores it.
Nate Archibald.
Archibald was the fastest guy on the court, and his speed took him coast to coast for that layup. He's got 16 points now to lead all scorers. 2.5 minutes to play before halftime. Kansas City now on top by 14, 46-32. Once again, they go inside to Hayes. I haven't seen the numbers on Hayes yet. They can't be good. Hayes misses again, and Ratliff with the rebound for Kansas City. Once again, Archibald wants to run. He gets the outlet, dribbles down the center of the court, dumps it to Don Kogis. Kogis back to Archibald, and Archibald this time cannot handle the pass. It's out of bounds to Baltimore. And into the game for the first time now for Baltimore is Stan Love. Second-year man out of Oregon and the father of current-day superstar Kevin Love. So Stan Love getting some action here. Don't we all want some Love action on a Friday night? Baltimore trails by 14. And the pass goes out to Rinaldi on the perimeter. Guarded loosely out there by Kogis. They look to get it inside to Dave Stallworth. Stallworth gets open on the pick and roll, shoots from in close and scores it.
Stallworth.
Finally, the shooting drought for Baltimore is broken. The lead is back down to 12. That is Dave Stallworth, an eighth-year man out of Wichita State. He had some productive games in previous editions of the Epic Basketball League. This is the first time we've seen him for the 1972-73 campaign. Inside with it now is Kimball for Kansas City. He drops the ball, picks it back up. He's knocked to the floor, and that is going to be called as a reach-in foul on Reardon.
13.
Only the third team foul, as we haven't seen a whole lot of fouling going on. A lot of pushing and shoving and bumping, but the refs are letting them play. And now it will be Kansas City basketball with just under 2 minutes to play before halftime. The Kings still lead by 12. Kimball to inbound. The pass goes out to Gibbs now into the game, out on top. Guarded by Chenier. Gibbs wants to go on the attack. Dribbles to his right, gets into the lane. He's cut off by Unseld. His shot is no good, as it is swatted by Stan Love. Gukas grabs the offensive rebound, passes it back out to Gibbs. There's only 2 seconds on the shot clock. It's going to be Seibert who has to throw one up. His quick jump shot is way off target, and Unseld takes the rebound for Baltimore. Minute and a half to play, Baltimore trailing by 12. As we head into halftime, here's an outside jump shot by Chenier, and he drills it. D. Scott Howard says, mention fights, and here comes the hockey fan, Dave Gardner. It's a 10-point game, Kansas City on top with the basketball, minute 16 to play. Archibald has gone to the bench to grab a rest. So Dick Gibbs, the second-year man out of Texas El Paso, is running the point. He sends it out to Seibert on the outside. Seibert working on Rinaldi. Tries to get into the lane. Dribbling to his left. Dumps it down to Kimball. Back to Seibert. Seibert on the double team. Puts up the shot and scores it, and he is fouled by Love.
Toby Kimball scores. Foul is on Love.
Basket by Kimball, actually, on the alley-oop from Seibert. Kimball gets the basket and the opportunity now for a three-point play. Kimball missed the free throw, rebound taken by Elvin Hayes. Under a minute to play now. Baltimore with the basketball, they still trail by 12. With it on the outside again is Chenier. Wants to attack, gets into the lane, goes to his left, lays it up, and around the rim and out. I thought that one was going to go, but it fell off the rim, and Toby Kimball grabbed the rebound for Kansas City. 35 seconds to play, 13 on the shot clock, as Kansas City dumps it down low to Lacey. Lacey on the inside working against Hayes, double dribbles. Good physical defense by Hayes to force the turnover. We've now got 27 seconds left to play. Baltimore with the basketball. 3-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. The pass goes on the outside to Chenier. Chenier holding. Takes the outside jump shot and scores it. 12 points in the period for Chenier. He's got 14 on the game. The lead is cut to 10 with 16 seconds to play before halftime, and Kansas City's going to hold for the final shot. They get it inside to Lacey. He tries to kick it back out, but the pass is stolen by Chenier, and the buzzer sounds, and that is the end of the half. It's a 10-point game here at halftime. As we go to the halftime box score, both teams still underperforming on offense. Baltimore managing only 39% from the field. But Phil Chenier picked up the pace in the second period, and he leads the Bullets with 14 points. Unseld with 3 points, 8 rebounds, a pretty typical night for him. Hayes with 8 points and 4 rebounds, but only 3 of 9 shooting for Hayes. Archibald's taken 16 shots for Kansas City. He's got 16 points and 3 assists for the Kings. He's your player of the game so far. 4 points, 6 assists for Matt Gukas. 9 points apiece for Sam Lacey, and off the bench from Johnny Green. Turnovers in double digits for both sides already, and no significant foul trouble for either side. All right, I'm going to leave the box score up here momentarily and take a quick break, and when I come back, we'll talk about the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network plans for the weekend, and then we'll jump into the second half. So we'll be right back with you momentarily. All right, we are back, and we are ready to give you some previews of upcoming action on the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. Tomorrow, as we mentioned earlier, there will be wrestling on the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. We'll probably kick that off around 6 o'clock, 6:30 Central Time, following the conclusion of the Ohio State Buckeye football game. That starts at 2:30 Central Time. Usually that runs 3.5 hours. So after the Buckeyes game, we'll be on the channel with action from Heartland Championship Wrestling. And for those of you who follow Heartland Championship Wrestling, you may recall that a new territory has emerged within the Heartland umbrella. It's known as Patriot Championship Wrestling. They run the Northeast section of the country, and tomorrow they will be presenting their very first pay-per-view broadcast called The Hunter. And that broadcast will come to you from the Boston Garden as Patriot Championship Wrestling will crown its inaugural champions. New tag team champions will be crowned as the team of Demolition, Axe, and Smash takes on the Wild Samoans, Offa and Sika. That should be a wild one. And one of those teams will emerge as the inaugural Patriot Tag Team Champions. We'll also see the conclusion of the Patriot Heavyweight Championship Tournament with the semifinals and the finals to take place. The semifinalists are Bob Backlund versus Buddy Rogers. That'll be a classic. And on the other side of the bracket, it will be Kurt Angle taking on the Nebraska Tiger Man, John Pesek. And a very interesting storyline behind that match. Fans of Patriot Championship Wrestling will know that Bruno Sammartino was attacked and put out of action by Gorilla Monsoon after Sammartino won his opening match of the tournament. But with Sammartino unavailable, a substitute had to be found for that spot in the tournament. Kurt Angle came out, took the microphone, and said that he wanted his protege to take that spot in the tournament, and it was none other than Bryan Danielson, the new protege of Kurt Angle up in the Patriot Championship Wrestling territory. Danielson put on a great match against John Pesek before Pesek won the match by knockout with what Angle claims was an illegal chokehold. So Pesek has defeated Angle's protege, and now Angle and Pesek are going to square off in the semifinals. There will also be a grudge match tomorrow as the aforementioned Gorilla Monsoon faces Larry Zbyszko as Zbyszko attempts to avenge the injury suffered by his mentor Bruno Sammartino. There will also be ladies action in the pay-per-view tomorrow. A last woman standing grudge match pitting Ivelisse against Thunder Rosa. These two ladies do not like each other even a bit, and they have been feuding throughout the year, and they are going to go at it in the Boston Garden tomorrow, last woman standing. Also, the Heartland Ladies Championship will be on the line. There will be a triple threat match to determine who gets the title shot, as three women, all with legitimate claims for a title match, Shotzi Blackheart, Sherry Martel, and Layla Hirsch, are going to go into a triple threat match, with the winner of that match later in the card facing the current reigning Heartland Ladies Champion, Mercedes Martinez. So lots of exciting stuff happening tomorrow on the Heartland Championship Wrestling broadcast here on the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. On Sunday, we'll be back with My Journey with Jesus, still talking about the topic of the Lord's Prayer from Luke chapter 11. And next Friday night, there will be another ball game here from the Epic Basketball League, as we will see the Detroit Pistons for the first time in action, taking on the Phoenix Suns. That will be your matchup for next week, Detroit and Phoenix. Now we're ready to get back to action here in Kansas City. We have completed the halftime festivities. Kansas City with a 10-point lead on Baltimore as we return to action. And before we do so, we will say hello and greetings to Zalapsky Smurf in the chat room, checking out action from the Epic Basketball League as the Kansas City Kings head back out onto the court here in Kansas City Municipal Auditorium for the second half of action against the Baltimore Bullets. All right, quick drink of zero sugar A&W root beer to loosen the pipes, and Kansas City has controlled the jump, and they have the basketball to open the period with Nate Archibald back on the point. He steps around Porter, just drives it right down the lane, cannot get the layup to go, but he is bumped and fouled by Mike Reardon, and that will send Archibald to the free throw line to begin the third period. Only 15 free throws so far in this one. Archibald puts one up here and scores it. Second shot by Archibald is good.
Archibald made the free throw.
Archibald makes both free throws, and that makes it a 12-point game, 50-38, as the Bullets come back down court for their first possession of the third period. They get it to Hayes. Hayes out away from the basket on the baseline, not in a good position for a shot. Sends it back out to Porter at the free throw line extended. Porter's jump shot is short, but Hayes follows the shot and grabs the offensive rebound. Hayes with a putback attempt. Has it knocked away and out of bounds. And it is off of the last touch by Hayes, and the ball goes back over to Kansas City. So missed opportunity there for Elvin Hayes as his struggles continue on the night. Now the Kings come back the other way and they get it inside to Riley. Riley in the paint scores again. Very productive performance off the bench for Ron Riley as he converts the basket and he gets the foul. He is fouled by Unseld, and Riley will go to the line with a chance at a three-point play. Good work by the rookie in there. Cannot get the free throw to go. Reardon comes away with the rebound for Baltimore, but the Bullets now trail by 14 as Kansas City has recorded the first 4 points of the half. Now Porter has it in his hands out at the top of the key. Working on Archibald, sends it over to Reardon. Reardon's shot is off target, and Ron Riley with another rebound for the Kings. He kicks it out to Archibald on the outlet. Archibald wants to run. Kings on the fast break. Archibald dribbles to his left. Gives it to Gukas on the baseline. Gukas cannot get the shot to go. Here's Sam Lacey with the offensive board. The putback attempt by Lacey from 82 feet away. He pump fakes. He shoots. And he scores.
Sam Lacey.
Little goofiness on the chalkboard there. But the result of the play was that Lacey grabbed the offensive rebound off the miss on the fast break and threw it down for the basket. He's got 11 points now. Kansas City up on top by 16, 54-38, their biggest lead of the night. Here's Porter with it again on the outside, looking for help. He's 18 feet away. Sends it down low to Unseld. Short jump shot by Unseld is around and good. Nice play in there by Unseld, taking advantage of the mismatch. He's now got 5 points on the night to go with 8 rebounds. Baltimore still with a big hill to climb, trailing by 14 as the Kings set up the offense and look to extend that lead. Here's Van Arsdale from the outside. Back in the game, he was shaken up in the first half. And Van Arsdale drills that jump shot for his first points of the night. 56-40 is your score. Baltimore looking to do something on the offensive end. They've got an open look for Reardon from the perimeter, and Reardon hits that one. Zalewski Smurf asks, is this bronze tier action? This is silver tier action. Thank you for asking, sir. But the Baltimore Bullets are at the tail end of the silver tier, and they may end up in the bronze tier next season if they can't make something happen here in the latter half of this campaign. 14-point lead for Kansas City with the basketball. But, here's a pass by Gukas that's stolen by Phil Chenier. Chenier with the steal for Baltimore and another possession. The ball is in the hands of Reardon down low. Reardon works it down into the paint against Van Arsdale. Back to the basket, and Van Arsdale picks his pocket and comes out with a steal. Nice defense by the veteran Van Arsdale. Gets another possession for the Kings. Inside they go again to Lacey. Lacey and Hayes continuing to battle. Lacey goes up and Hayes blocks him. Lacey stays with it, grabs his own rebound. Elbows flying everywhere. Lacey tries to put it back up. Again, it's no good. And this time Hayes takes the rebound, and that is stellar defense. Physical play by Elvin Hayes. Hayes with a quick outlet. Porter's got it. Porter dribbling to his left, weaving his way down the floor. He's got Chenier on his right. Cross courts it to Chenier. Chenier drives the lane, and the layup is good. And he is fouled by Gukas.
Chenier scores. Foul is on Guakas.
Nicely done by the Bullets on that possession. As Hayes blocked the shot, grabbed the rebound, got the quick outlet to trigger the fast break, and Chenier converted and has the opportunity for the three-point play. Phil Chenier cannot get the free throw to go, and Gukas takes the rebound for Kansas City. The lead is down to 12, 9.5 minutes to play in the third. As Kansas City has an Archibald with it out on top. This time Archibald wants to attack. He fakes, he drives. He gets to his right. He kisses it off the glass. Off the rim, no good. And another rebound for Elvin Hayes, as Hayes and Lacey are pushing and shoving down there. And Hayes got the better of that battle. Baltimore looking to cut into the lead further. They've got it on the outside with Porter. Porter sends it to Reardon on the perimeter. The perimeter jump shot by Reardon is too strong, but the rebound comes off the offensive glass to Unseld. Here's Unseld on the putback attempt. His shot is blocked by Lacey. Rebound taken down by Hayes on the offensive glass. Bodies are banging in Kansas City. As Hayes goes up for the shot, Lacey blocked it again. Here's Reardon coming in to get it for Baltimore. Reardon turns around and throws up a jump shot, and that is good, and he is fouled by Riley.
Riordan scores.
What a sequence for Baltimore as they were pounding the glass. Unseld was in there. Hayes was in there. Out of nowhere comes Reardon for the putback and the foul. And Reardon has a chance at a three-point play as the lead is cut to 10. That is the third foul on Ron Riley. He'll be replaced by Johnny Green. Green very effective in the first half for the Kings. As Reardon steps into the line and completes the free throw, he's now got 11 points. And the lead is cut to 9 as Nate Archibald brings the Kings back. The Kings trying to collect themselves after a little bit of testiness on the defensive end of the floor. Archibald's got Porter all over him as the Bullets have picked up the intensity on the defense. Archibald throws one up from outside. That's no good, and Unseld takes another rebound for Baltimore. Here's another opportunity to run. It's Chenier and Reardon. Chenier takes the outlet pass, dribbles down the center of the floor. Gukas is on him. He steps around Gukas, but the layup is no good. Reardon comes in for another offensive board, but has it tipped away and stolen by Archibald. Kansas City thought about running, but Baltimore still had men on the defensive end, and there was not an opportunity for a transition hoop. So Archibald's going to pull it back out and restart the offense. Archibald working on Porter. Porter tips it away. It goes out of bounds, and it will be Baltimore basketball on the turnover. 8.5 minutes to play. We've got some commentary from Clinton Parks in the chat room. Very physical game going on indeed. And a lot of physical guys on both teams. Unseld and Hayes, very physical. Lacey was more of a long and lean guy, but he wasn't afraid to mix it up down there. And if you throw a guy like Toby Kimball into the mix, you can see where the action could be very physical. Then again, if any of you remember Kareem Abdul-Jabbar line when he picked up the kid in Airplane, that was Roger Murdoch. That was not Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. It was Roger Murdoch who was the co-pilot of that flight. You try carrying Walton and Lanier up and down the court for 48 minutes. All right, Baltimore now trails by 9. They've got possession as they're on a run here. Now they've got to look inside for Hayes off the screen. Hayes all by himself down there over Nate Archibald. Oh, but he could not get the shot to go. Hayes thought about dunking, lost control on his way up. And Johnny Green comes out of there with the rebound for Kansas City. Big missed opportunity for Elvin Hayes, as he is certainly battling down there, but not putting up good numbers on this occasion. Archibald comes back the other way. Archibald working again now on Flynn Robinson in the game. Archibald stops and pops and drills it.
Nate Archibald.
That's now 20 points, 4 assists for Archibald on the night. And at the 8-minute mark to play in the third, Kansas City is back on top by 11, 58-47. Baltimore has the basketball. It's in the hands of Reardon on the outside. Reardon picked up out there by Gukas. The jump shot by Reardon is good.
Riordan.
And the lead is cut back down to 9, 58-49. As Archibald now has the basketball again. Archibald's going to call his own number. Fakes to his left, dribbles to his right, gets into the lane, lays it up and good. Boy,
NATE
Archibald made Flynn Robinson look stupid with that move. Kansas City back on top by 11. Inside they go to Unseld. Back out to Robinson. Shot by Robinson from the free throw line extended is good. Flynn Robinson loves to shoot the basketball. He's got 5 points on the night. Kansas City back in possession. They go inside to Lacey. Lacey and Hayes going at it again. Oh, and Lacey just stuck an elbow into the ribs of Hayes. Tried to get it up with the left hand. Hayes got up there and blocked it into the seats. Get that shot out of here, says ELVIN Hayes. That piece of halibut was good enough for Jehovah. As Hayes swatted that one out of the arena. Kansas City retains possession, but they are down to 5 seconds on the shot clock. And they're going to need to work quickly to get something off here. Riley on the perimeter. Drives to the basket. Hayes cuts him off. That shot is way off target. And Unseld takes the rebound for Baltimore. So another good defensive effort by the Bullets. And they've got a chance to cut further into the lead. Hayes inside, working against Lacey. If nothing else, he is persistent. Working down in the post. Again, he misses the shot. He's missed 8 straight. Riley takes the rebound, and he is fouled on the play by Chenier. That's a loose ball foul, and possession goes back over to Kansas City. Kings inbound now, approaching 6.5 minutes to play in the third, with Kansas City still on top by 9. Archibald over the trap, shoots and misses. Rebound taken down by ELVIN Hayes. 3-on-3 going the other way with Robinson. Robinson leading the break. Trying to make something happen for the Baltimore offense. Sends it to Chenier on the right wing. Chenier has it knocked away by Gukas. And that ball goes out of bounds. Possession goes back over to Kansas City. Good transition defense by the Kings in that situation. Archibald with it out on top. Working on Flynn Robinson. Jump shot by Archibald is short. And Robinson comes back and gets the long rebound for Baltimore. They're going to try this fast break deal again. Robinson with Chenier and Unseld. Unseld hustling down the court. Takes the pass from Chenier and slams it home. How about that? Unseld with the conversion on the fast break. I don't know if he was a big dunker. Unseld was a burly guy. He was undersized, only about 6'7". And when I think about Unseld, his game was very similar to Charles Barkley. Both these guys were big, wide bodies. They both had very high basketball IQs and could rebound the basketball and pass. And Unseld was a man's man on the offensive glass, especially one of the best offensive rebounders in the history of the league. Unseld not the offensive force that Charles Barkley was, but otherwise very similar body type and very similar physical style of play inside, where based on their bulk and their positioning, they could go toe-to-toe with bigger guys and be successful. So good play by Wes Unseld on the fast break there. Brings Baltimore to within 7 as we have reached the midway point of the third period. Archibald once again with the basketball. Working on Robinson. His pass is off target again, and Chenier steals it. Now Baltimore has 3-on-1 going the other way. Kansas City having a little lull in their offense here. Robinson dribbles to his left. Lays it off to Chenier. Chenier lays it up and good.
Chenier.
18 points now for Chenier, and Baltimore has pulled to within 5. That's as close as this game has been in a while. They're going to try Van Arsdale now. Van Arsdale has it knocked away and stolen by Reardon. Boy, the Bullets defense is coming up big here in quarter number 3. Here's another transition opportunity for the Bullets. It's 4-on-3. It's Robinson. Robinson dribbles into the lane. Dumps it to Reardon. Reardon tries to kick it back over to Robinson. That is a bad pass behind Robinson and out of bounds for the turnover. Missed opportunity again there for the Bullets, but their defense has gotten them back into this one. It's only a 5-point game as Kansas City tries to right the ship. Archibald, guarded by Porter. This time he's going to try and get into the lane. Runs into Porter. His shot is off the backboard, no good, but Archibald is called for the charge. Tiny Archibald forcing the action, probably got a little ahead of himself on that play, and he's called for the charge. Baltimore with a basketball and another opportunity to cut into this lead. Chenier on the outside, guarded by Gukas. Finds Unseld on the low block. Unseld working now against Kimball, very physical inside. The jump shot is no good. Reardon comes in to get that rebound and passes it back out to reset the shot clock. Under 5 minutes to play. Here's a quick shot by Porter on the transition, and he scores it. Porter saw the opportunity for an open look and buried it, as the Kansas City defense had not gotten set after the offensive rebound. And it is now a 3-point game, 60-57. The shooting drought continues for Kansas City. Archibald with it out on top, looking for help. Fakes to his right. Can't find an open teammate. Takes a shot, no good. And the rebound is taken down by ELVIN Hayes for the Bullets. Inside they get it to Hayes coming down the other way. The finger roll by Hayes is off the glass and good. Finally, Hayes in double digits. He's got 10 points, 10 rebounds, and it is a 1-point game. 4 minutes to play in the third. The score is Kansas City 60, Baltimore 59. Kings desperately trying to find some offense anywhere they can find it. Here's Lacey with it on the inside, and finally Lacey gets one to go over Hayes. That ends a 10-0 run by Baltimore and a 3.5-minute drought for the Kings. The lead is 3. Baltimore wants to keep the pressure on. Chenier has it on the outside, covered by Gukas. Dribbles to his right, tries to get into the lane, but he shuffled the puppies, and that is a travel, and that is a turnover for Baltimore. So still a 3-point game now, as things have really tightened up here in period number 3, largely due to the strength of the Baltimore defense. Can the Bullets get another stop here? Archibald with it out on top. Who faked the pass, got Reardon out of position, and drilled the jump shot. Archibald trying to get the crowd back into this game as Kansas City goes back out on top by 5. 64-59. Here's an outside look for Robinson. Robinson from just outside the free throw throws up a wild shot. Missed everything, out of bounds. Robinson complaining that he was hit on the elbow by Archibald. The referees do not have any sympathy for his complaints, as the ref just looks at him and says, "Tell your story walking." It's a 5-point game. And the pass goes into Kimball for Kansas City. Kimball and Unseld, physical matchup down there. Kimball can't get a shot off. There's 8 on the shot clock. It goes to Archibald on the outside. Archibald's got Porter in his path, and Porter knocks it away and is picked up by Chenier. Another turnover created by the Baltimore defense. Chenier with it on the outside, guarded by Gukas. This time Chenier is going to send it over to Porter. Porter's jump shot is too strong. High, long rebound is taken by Porter, but we've got a foul on the rebound, and that is going to be charged against ELVIN Hayes on the loose ball foul. So the lead remains at 5. Kansas City with the basketball. They have weathered the storm, but it's going to be a tight ball game coming down period number 4. We're down to 3 minutes to go in the third period. Kansas City with the basketball and the 5-point lead. As Chenier and Unseld go to the bench for Baltimore. And Lacey will get a rest along with Gukas for the Kings. So for the Kings, it's Archibald and the veteran Don Kogis in the backcourt. Johnny Green back into the game with Toby Kimball and Mike Radcliffe. So Archibald the only starter on the floor at the moment for the Kings. For the Bullets, it's Porter and Rinaldi in the backcourt. Reardon and Stallworth at the forwards, and ELVIN Hayes still the big man in the middle. So Baltimore looking for another stop on the defensive end as Archibald sets up the offense. He's going to have to do most of the work with this lineup on the floor. He gets into the lane. He's cut off by Stallworth. The short jump shot is no good, and Stallworth takes the rebound for Baltimore. The ball's now in the hands of Porter. Porter zips a pass to Stallworth on the baseline. The baseline jump shot by Stallworth is too strong. Hayes comes in for the offensive rebound. Hayes with the putback attempt is good.
Hayes.
ELVIN Hayes on the putback. Once again, it is a three-point game. 64-61. 2 minutes to play in the third period. Here's another look inside for Ratliff. And Ratliff gets that one to go. Give the assist to Archibald. And it is back up to a 5-point game. 66-61. Baltimore goes inside once again to Stallworth. He converted on the last opportunity. This time, he goes to the right hand. The layup is no good. Stallworth gets his own rebound. Stallworth attempting the putback. But he cannot get the shot off as he is fouled by Kimball on the floor.
Personal, 14.
That's a reach-around foul called on Toby Kimball. And if anybody's ever seen the movie Full Metal Jacket, that reach-around takes a whole other meaning. All right, 5-point lead for Kansas City. Baltimore trying to get something back, and now I can't get Full Metal Jacket out of my head, as Unsold is ready to inbound for Baltimore. They go inside to Stan Love now in the game. Love working down low against Lacey. Yeah, Love is fouled on the floor by Lacey, and he will shoot a pair, as Baltimore is now in the bonus. Love hits the first, and Stan Love pulls Baltimore to within 4. As Love steps to the line for the second attempt, and it's good. Once again, it's a 3-point game. Kansas City with the basketball and the 3-point lead as we're down to a minute and a half to play in the third. Dick Gibbs now running the offense for the Kings. Sets the offense and sends it inside to Riley. Riley working down low against Unseld. And Riley shoots and scores. Good ball fake and jump shot by the rookie Ron Riley out of USC. And that stretches the lead back to 5 points for Kansas City. Robinson dishes it over to Chenier. Back to Robinson. His shot is offline. Rebound taken by Love, and he sends it back out to Robinson. Robinson resets the offense. Over to Chenier. Chenier drives to the basket, has it knocked away. Baltimore will keep possession with 13 on the shot clock. 52 seconds left in the quarter on the game clock. And quickly, Nate Archibald back into the ballgame. Unseld to inbound for Baltimore. Bullets still trail by 5. The pass goes out to the top of the key. It comes right back into Unseld. And Unseld has it stolen away by Archibald. Good play by Archibald to pick up the turnover for Kansas City. 35 seconds on the game clock, 14 on the shot clock. Inside they go again to Lacey. Lacey and Hayes. Another dust up on the inside. A missed shot by Lacey. Lacey gets his own rebound. Lacey takes it back up. Yeah, and this time he scores it.
Sam Lacey.
Boy, Sam Lacey coming on strong here in the third period. He's up to 15 points now and 8 rebounds. Yes, he's got his work cut out for him, battling against the likes of Unseld and Hayes on the inside, especially with his front court mate, Nate Williams, having been tossed out of this game early in the first quarter. 70-63 now is your score. We're down to the final 7 seconds of play. in the third period as Chenier takes a jump shot from the perimeter. It's offline. Flynn Robinson grabs the rebound. 2 seconds on the clock as Robinson tries to throw one up. And he throws it away. That's the end of the third period. So an entertaining third period as Baltimore got as close as, I believe, 3 points before Kansas City was able to stretch the lead back out to 7. Baltimore with 25 points in the period, their best offensive quarter of the evening. As we take a look at the box score, boy, Hayes, 5 of 14 from the field, 12 points, 11 rebounds. Unseld, 7 points, 11 rebounds. As Baltimore does hold the edge in rebound. Still lots of turnovers, 20 for the Bullets and 18 for the Kings. Chenier leads the Bullets with 18 points. Archibald is still the main man for Kansas City with 24 points and 5 assists, but 8 turnovers. Lacey with 15 points and 8 rebounds and 6 turnovers. So it has been a physical game. It's been a slobber knocker and a slugfest. Maybe not the most elegant offensive game that we've seen in the Epic Basketball League. But with the fourth quarter coming up, it is Kansas City leading by 7, 70-63. As we return to action here in Kansas City Memorial Auditorium. And the opening tip-off is controlled by Kansas City as they look to extend the lead. The ball is in the hands of Archibald. He's picked up out there by Flynn Robinson. He's going to pull the trigger from out there. He cannot get this one to fall. And the rebound is taken by Baltimore by Dave Stallworth. Stallworth with a quick outlet pass to Flynn Robinson. It's Robinson who wants to run. Baltimore with numbers in transition. Robinson passes it to Rinaldi. Rinaldi has it knocked away, out of play, and that's a turnover. Maybe not the best idea for Flynn Robinson to try and run the fast break against the quicker Kansas City team, as Kings now have the basketball and a 7-point lead. It's in the hands once again of Archibald. Archibald, what's he going to do? Sends it to Ratliff. Ratliff tries the outside jump shot. That's no good. Around the rim and off. Ratliff gets his own rebound. And Ratliff on the putback attempt has it blocked by Hayes. Offensive rebound for Ron Riley. Here's a putback attempt by Riley. His short jump shot is good. So as we mentioned, Hayes leads the league in block shots. But on that occasion, Ron Riley alertly grabbed the ball off the carom and put it back home. And the Kansas City lead is back up to 9, 72-63. Inside they go to Stallworth. Stallworth works down low against Riley. Rookie versus veteran. And the veteran makes him pay as Stallworth gets the jump shot to go. And the lead is cut back down to 7. Kansas City with the basketball. Here's Archibald again. Guarded tightly by Robinson. Archibald pulls the trigger. It rattles around and out. And Hayes comes away with the rebound for Baltimore. Baltimore again trying to cut into the lead. They go inside to Hayes. Hayes working down low against Ratliff. And that pass is picked off by Archibald. Hayes telegraphed it. And it is another turnover. And another steal for the Kings. Attempting to build on a 7-point lead. Archibald on the perimeter. Goes to his right. Ooh, nice fake. Gets to the lane, lays it up high off the glass, and good. Hayes tried to come over and get the block, but Archibald got that one high up and off the glass and through. He's got 26 points on the night. He leads all scorers. and the Kings are back on top by 9. Here's Hayes out to Robinson from the top of the key. His shot falls short, and Johnny Green takes the rebound for Kansas City. The Kings now looking to once again open up a double-digit lead. Here's Kogis with it on the perimeter. Tries to get it back to Archibald. Oh, and Flynn Robinson steps into the passing lane and picks that one off. Robinson and Rinaldi want to run. The coach says no. Robinson says yes. Rinaldi has it on the perimeter. Finds streaking to the basket Robinson, and Robinson lays it up in good. Nice play there by Flynn Robinson to energize Baltimore once again. The lead is 7 as Kansas City sets up the offense. Archibald has it again on the outside. Again, he wants to attack. He weaves through traffic. Stallworth comes over. Made him alter the shot. The rebound, the ball falls off the rim, and Reardon takes the rebound for Baltimore. Reardon now on the outside with an open look, and he drills it. Kansas City didn't get back on defense quickly enough. Reardon makes him pay, and the lead is cut to 5. Back and forth we go. Here's another outside look for Archibald. Again, he's offline. High, long rebound is taken down by Don Kogis. He passes it back out to Archibald, and Kansas City will reset the offense. Archibald looks to distribute. Sends it to the wing, gets it back. Goes to work on Robinson. 17 on the shot clock. What's he going to do? He finds Ratliff on the baseline, and Ratliff gets the shot to go. Archibald looked like he wanted to shoot that one, but he found the open man. That's an assist for Archibald and a basket for Ratliff. And the Kansas City lead is back up to 7. 76-69. Inside they go again to Stallworth. Stallworth works on Riley. This time he cannot get it to go. And Green comes out with the rebound for Kansas City. Good defense by the Kings on that possession. Back they go again to Archibald. This time Reardon comes over on the switch. Archibald steps around Reardon, gets into the lane, lays it up, around the rim and off, and Hayes takes the rebound for Baltimore. Bullets trying to keep it close. We're down to 9 minutes to play in the game. The lead is 7. Baltimore with the basketball in the hands of Reardon. Reardon's got an open look from the baseline. His jump shot is around the rim and off, but Hayes comes in for the offensive rebound. Hayes on the putback attempt. Takes it up strong and scores it.
Hayes.
Elvin Hayes with the rebound and the putback. He's got 14 points, 14 rebounds. And it is once again a 5-point game. Right where we started the period. Kansas City on the offense. Archibald dumps it over to Green. Green back to Archibald. It's knocked away out of bounds. Kansas City will keep possession. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Substitutions on both sides. As Kansas City opts to come back in with Gukas and Van Arsdale, Kimball, and Lacey. So Archibald and Lacey, Van Arsdale starters in the game. Of course, the other starter, Nate Williams, has gone to the bench. Actually has been ejected, so Toby Kimball is in his spot. And the Baltimore now has gone back to their starting unit for these last 8.5 minutes. Batten down the hatches. It's going to be a fun run down the stretch. Kansas City with the basketball, leading by 5. 8.5 minutes to play in the ball game. Kimball to inbound. The inbound pass goes to Archibald from the left wing. His jump shot from 14 feet out is no good. And Hayes takes the rebound. And on the rebound, we've got a loose ball foul called against Porter. That is his second. So Kevin Porter for Baltimore commits the foul. And possession will remain with Kansas City. Still leading by 5. As the pass comes into Lacey in the low block. Lacey and Hayes still battling it out down there. Lacey turns and goes to the left hand. Gets it off the glass and good. 17 big points for Lacey. Puts Kansas City back on top by 7. 78-71. Baltimore needs to get some offense going here so that this one doesn't slip away. Porter's got the ball out on top looking for help. Finds Reardon on the perimeter. Reardon from the baseline shoots over Van Arsdale. He scores. 17 points for Reardon. It's again a 5-point game. Can the Bullets get a stop? The ball is on the outside in the hands of Van Arsdale. He's got no teammates open. He's got Reardon on him tight. Van Arsdale takes the jump shot. It's around the rim and out, and it is Wes Unseld with the rebound this time. Quickly, the Kings get back on transition defense, and Baltimore will walk it back the other way. Trailing by 5, 7.5 minutes now to play in this one. Here's Chenier on the outside, working against Matty Gukas. And Chenier steps around Gukas, gets into the lane, but cannot get the layup to fall. And Toby Kimball comes down with the rebound for Kansas City. They go to Archibald. Archibald tries to attack. Drives around Porter. Goes to the left hand. The layup is good. And Hayes gets him with the body. Boy, what a quick move by Nate Archibald. He took that ball right around the league's leading shot blocker. Got the layup to go and got the foul. Archibald with a chance at a three-point play that can put Kansas City on top by 8 if he hits the free throw. And the free throw is good. 29 big points for Archibald to go with 6 assists. And Kansas City has taken an 8-point lead on a huge play by Nate Archibald. Here's an outside look for Porter. And Porter drills that one right in the face of Nate Archibald. Lead is back down to 6. Baltimore continues to hang around. They're not going anywhere. Here's another open look for Archibald from the outside. He comes off the screen. Oh, but Stan Love got a piece of it. And the ball ends up in the hands of Wes Unseld for the Bullets. Boy, Love came out of nowhere to just get a piece of that attempted jump shot to take it off target. And Unseld was there to grab the rebound. Now 6.5 minutes to play. Baltimore with the basketball. Inside it goes to Love. Love is double teamed by Archibald, and the ball is knocked away and stolen by Lacey. So this time it's the Kansas City defense that rises to the occasion. The Kings get another possession, still leading by 6. Archibald guarded tightly by Porter. Tries to go on the attack once again, takes it into the hoop. Stops and pops. The shot is no good. Archibald is knocked down. No foul is called. And Mike Reardon comes out with the rebound for Baltimore. Archibald not happy that he's not at the free throw line right now. But the play continues, and we're now at the midway point of the fourth quarter. Here's another outside look for Reardon. Reardon from the baseline. Turns off the shot. Tries to dump it into Unseld. That pass goes behind him, and Archibald swoops in and picks up the turnover. Here's Archibald coming the other way. Thought about dumping it inside to Lacey. Instead, he takes the baseline jump shot, and he is fouled by Porter as the shot falls and Archibald goes back to the free throw line. Another three-point play opportunity for Nate Archibald. He has taken over this game down the stretch. This guy is every bit as good as advertised for being 6'1", 160 pounds. And if you don't remember Nate Archibald back in the day, think about Iverson. Allen Iverson is a very similar player to Nate Archibald. Lightning fast, sees the floor, can score from any place, but also can distribute. He's got 32 points and 6 assists on the night. The only player in league history to ever lead the league in scoring and assists. And he puts Kansas City back on top by 9 with that free throw. As Baltimore is Going to have to get something done in a hurry here as we're down to 5.5 minutes to play, and the lead is 9. Bullets set up the offense. Flynn Robinson on the point, sends it inside to Hayes. Hayes and Lacey continue to pound on each other in the lane. The short shot by Hayes falls off the rim, and the rebound is tipped around by Reardon. That's no good. And finally, Sam Lacey comes out of there with it for Kansas City. Another missed opportunity for the Bullets. And Kansas City can take control here. Archibald with the stop and pop from the free throw line. That's no good. A tussle for the rebound. Bodies flying all over the place. And of course, the biggest body of them all, Wes Unseld, comes out with the rebound for Baltimore. Physical play on both ends of the floor. Unseld comes out of here with it. Baltimore sets up the offense down low. Once again, Hayes wants it down in the inside. Hayes fakes Lacey up into the air, stops and pops the fall away, finally gets one to go, and the lead is back down to 7. 5 minutes to play. Kansas City leads 84-77. Archibald, guarded tightly by Robinson, tries to get into the lane, dumps it off to Lacey, but that one is taken away by Hayes. Archibald forced that pass, and Hayes picked it off. Now Baltimore has numbers going the other way. It's 4-on-3. Robinson with Chenier. Reardon on the left wing has the ball. Dumps it to Robinson. Robinson goes to the left hand, lays it up, and good.
Robinson.
Boy, just when you thought Baltimore was out of reach, they come back with a little run, and it's a 5-point game once again. 4 minutes, 40 seconds to play. Kansas City clinging to a 5-point lead with the basketball. It's in the hands of Gukas on the perimeter. Gukas is going to pull the trigger. He can't get the shot off. He's forced to call a timeout. The Bullets defense swarming. Forced that timeout to be called. And with 11 seconds on the shot clock, Kansas City coach Bob Cousy is going to draw up a play and see if he can't get the Kings to take advantage of this opportunity to extend the lead. The ball's in the hands of Archibald. Only 2 seconds on the shot clock. Archibald's going to have to force up a jump shot, and he can't get it off. Whatever play it was that Bob Cousy called over there, they probably needed a point guard like Cousy to execute, because that is a shot clock violation. And with 4.5 minutes to play, Baltimore has the basketball, trailing by 5, and looking to inch closer as we head down the stretch. Porter up top, lets it fly, and Porter scores it. Good looking screen by Reardon, got Porter open for that jump shot, and he drills that one, and it cuts the lead to 3. We're at the 4-minute mark to play. 84-81 is your score. The ball goes inside to Van Arsdale. He's got Hayes all over it. Looks to kick it back out to the perimeter. Gukas gets it, drives to the basket, loses it. And that's a turnover. Boy, that was the Whiskey Tango Foxtrot offense if I've ever seen it. Is Van Arsdale somehow matched up on the inside against Hayes. Couldn't do anything with it. Tried to get it to Gukas. Gukas tried to drive the lane and ended up losing the basketball out of bounds. Baltimore can cut into the lead yet again on this possession. Baltimore has not led since very early in this game. But they have the basketball now, and they only trail by 3. The open man for the Bullets is Reardon. He's been very effective from the outside. He puts one up over Van Arsdale. Oh, but this one will not drop. Unseld reaches in for the rebound, and he is fouled on, and we've got another loose ball foul on the play. And once again, they whistle this one on Kevin Porter for Baltimore. And that is another costly offensive foul by Porter, because that gives possession back to the Kings, who still lead by 3 with now 3:47 to play. Gukas on the outside. 16 on the shot clock. Guarded by Chenier. Looks into the post. Lacey being denied by Hayes. Gukas is going to have to pull the trigger. And his shot is short. Not this time. Rebound bounces out of bounds. And it goes to Baltimore. Once again, the Bullets with a chance to cut into the lead. We're now at 3.5 minutes to play. The lead is 3. The ball is in the hands of Hayes down low. Hayes comes off a screen. He's got room to operate. He's covered by the smaller Van Arsdale. And Van Arsdale gets the help from Lacey as Lacey comes over and blocks that shot out of midair. Hayes wants the goaltend. He's not going to get the call. The ball's going the other way, and Archibald wisely slows things down. Boy, the Bullets have had a couple of opportunities to close this 3-point lead. They've come up empty now twice in a row, and Kansas City has the opportunity to extend the lead. The ball is in the hands of Lacey on the inside. Lacey working on Hayes. Ooh, dumps it out to Archibald. Nice looking pass out to the perimeter. Archibald can't get the shot to fall, but Lacey grabs the offensive rebound. Lacey on the putback rises up and slams it home. Clutch putback by Sam Lacey puts Kansas City back on top by 5. What a play by Lacey. He's now got 19 points, 10 rebounds. None bigger than what we just saw on that possession. 3 minutes to play. It's a 5-point game. The ball is in the hands of Porter on the outside. 11 on the shot clock. Porter wants to go baseline. Dumps it off to Unseld down low, and Unseld scores it. It is now a 3-point game, 86-83. Under 3 to play. Tension is mounting here in Municipal Auditorium as Kansas City coach Bob Cousy implores his team to take care of the basketball. Archibald has it on the outside. He's guarded by Porter. He looks for an open teammate. He gets it to Riley. 7 on the shot clock. Riley sends it back to Archibald. Archibald has to let one fly. It's off target, but he is fouled on the play by Porter.
Foul is on Porter. His 15th foul.
Boy, Archibald got free. Porter was just dashing in to try and force him to alter the shot. Got him on the elbow, and Archibald will go to the line for a pair of free throws. We're now down to 2:36 to play. The lead is 3, but Archibald's got 2 free throws, and he's good on the first.
Archibald made the free throw.
Archibald steadies himself. Prepares to shoot the second shot. The second shot is off target. And Ron Riley sneaks in for the offensive rebound. Riley, the rookie, in amongst the trees, beats everybody to that rebound, and it's another possession for Kansas City. They now lead by 4. 2.5 to play. Riley's got the basketball on the perimeter. Sends it back out to Archibald. Archibald back to Riley inside. Riley is covered by Unseld. Cannot get a shot off and has to call timeout. Timeout on the floor. 2:27 to play. Kansas City with the basketball leading 87-83. They've got 14 on the shot clock. Riley to inbound. The pass goes into Archibald. Back down to Riley down low. Guarded by Unseld. Only 5 on the shot clock. Riley's going to have to put one up. Steps around Unseld. Cannot get it to go. And Riley gets his own rebound. How about that? Ron Riley coming up big here in the fourth quarter. As we come down the stretch, it will be another 24 seconds for Kansas City as Riley kicks the ball back out to the perimeter. Kansas City running some clock, running a motion offense. They've got it now in the hands of Gukas at the free throw line. Gukas dumps it to Van Arsdale. And we've got a whistle and a foul, and that is going to go against Riley for an illegal screen. Boy, physical play all night long, and the referees decide to call that. 2 minutes to play. It's a 4-point game. Baltimore with the basketball. Chenier has it on the perimeter. Comes off a screen. He's got an open look from the wing. Gukas comes over and double teams, and Chenier has to call a timeout. Nice recovery by Matty Gukas. 6 seconds on the shot clock. As now the pressure is on Gene Shue, the Baltimore coach, to come up with a play here and take advantage of this opportunity with only 6 on the shot clock. The ball goes to Reardon on the perimeter. He's covered tightly. He cannot get the shot off. Another missed opportunity for Baltimore. We're down to a minute and a half to play. Still a 4-point game. Kansas City wants to extend the lead. Archibald with it out on top. Sends it to Lacey. Hayes forces Lacey out away from the basket. He's got a forearm across the back of Lacey. Lacey can't get a shot off. Lacey looks inside to Riley. Riley working on Unseld on the low post. His shot is no good, and the rebound is taken by Mike Reardon for Baltimore. A minute 21 to play. It's still a 4-point game. Both teams have gone cold down the stretch. Who will step up in this one? Porter has the basketball on the perimeter. He's guarded by Archibald. Porter on the attack. Has it tipped away and stolen by Van Arsdale. The Kansas City defense comes up strong. A minute 10 to play. Archibald calls off the fast break and wants to walk it up slowly. 1:08 to play. They go to Archibald to Van Arsdale on the perimeter. They swing it around to Gukas, and Gukas scores on the jumper. A huge jump shot by Matty Gukas makes it a 6-point game with a minute 4 to play. Porter on the outside. Has it stolen away by Archibald. How about the Kings coming up big down the stretch? Now it's 3-on-1 going the other way. Archibald dribbles down the center of the court. Drops it off to Gukas. Back to Archibald. Archibald lays it up in good. That is your dagger. Archibald with the layup makes it an 8-point game with just 50 seconds to play. And the fans in Kansas City here at Municipal Auditorium come to their feet. They look to Reardon. Reardon from the outside. Wide open jumper is good. And Arsdale didn't want to foul. So we're down to 38 seconds now. And it's a 6-point game. Baltimore with a pressure defense. They're double teaming Archibald. And Porter grabs him. And that is going to be all for Porter. Kevin Porter fouls out of the game. He leaves with 8 points, 3 assists. He'll be replaced by Chenier over at the point guard and Rinaldi coming in at the shooting guard. But with 37 seconds to play and a 6-point lead, Nate Archibald has the chance to put this one on ice. He hits the first free throw.
Archibald made the free throw.
That makes it a 7-point game. Archibald looks to make it 8. Oh, Archibald missed the second free throw. But he's got the bonus now. It's 3 to make 2. Archibald hits number 3.
Archibald made the free throw.
And that makes it a 7-point game with 37 seconds to play. Makes it an 8-point game. 93-85. 37 points for Nate Archibald. Quick shot from Chenier is good. He's got 20. Still a 6-point game now, 27 seconds to play. Archibald with it on the outside. Takes it into the front court. Dribbling around in circles. Swings it to Gukas. Oh, and it's stolen away by Rinaldi. 3-on-2 going the other way. This one may not be over yet. Chenier dribbles down the center of the court. Dumps it to Rinaldi. Rinaldi misses the layup. He missed the layup. And Riley comes out of there with the rebound for Kansas City. My, oh my, that was nearly a turn of fortune for Baltimore, but Rinaldi couldn't make the layup. And once again, Kansas City has the basketball attempting to kill the clock. Chenier grabs Archibald, and Archibald will go to the free throw line with 17 seconds to play. Archibald cannot get it to go. He's missed a couple of them down the stretch here. His second shot is good.
Archibald hit the free throw.
Tiny in stature only, says D. Scott Howard. It's now a 7-point game with 17 seconds to play. They look to Chenier once again. His 15-footer is up and good.
Chenier.
But that's going to be too little too late as we're down to 12. It's a 5-point game. Archibald wants to hold the ball. He's being chased around by the Baltimore defense, but they are unable to foul. The ball goes inside to Riley. Riley on the inside faces up against Unseld, and Unseld sends him sprawling to the floor. Riley will shoot 2. And only 2 seconds went off the clock after all of that. Yeah, this is one thing where I think things get a little bit dicey here with these clocks at the end of the game. These games seem to go on forever because they tried to foul Archibald. They couldn't foul him. He got it to Riley, and only 2 seconds went off the clock. Riley steps in the line and hits 2 free throws. He's now in double digits. Give him a double-double with 10 points, 10 rebounds. Very solid performance by the rookie as the lead is now 7 and we're down to 10 seconds to play. We're going to look inside to Unseld. They can't find Unseld. Reardon pulls the trigger quickly from the outside. Lacey takes the rebound. We're down to 7 seconds now. They're going to put it in the hands of Matty Gukas. And at this point, with 6 seconds to play and a 7-point lead, Baltimore decides not to foul. But Phil Chenier steps in there and steals it. Gukas got sloppy with it. Reardon picked his pocket. Reardon's going to throw one up from way outside. With 2 seconds to play, the half-court jump shot. He banks it in. How about that at the buzzer? What a way for that one to end. Your final score, 96-91. Kansas City holds on for the win. But things got really interesting there down the stretch. Let's take a look at the box score for the victorious Kansas City Kings. It was Nate Archibald, 38 points and 6 assists, but 11 turnovers. Also 6 steals for Nate Archibald.
9 rebounds.
So Archibald is your star of the game with the 38 points and the 6 assists. 19 and 11 for Lacey, and a very good night off the bench for the rookie Ron Riley, who spelled Nate Williams, who got ejected after only 6 minutes of play by picking up 2 technical fouls. 10 points, 10 rebounds for Ron Riley. 22 for Chenier, 21 for Reardon for the Bullets. Elvin Hayes, 18 points on 8 of 19 shooting. 15 rebounds for the Big E. So, yeah, entertaining game. Thanks for a great game from everybody. Thanks for everybody to come out. Al, Red Sox fan, world's worst gamer. Didn't see you come in. Thanks for the ball game. D. Scott Howard. Clinton Parks, always a pleasure. Zalapsky Smurf in the chat room tonight. D. Scott Howard was in. Dave Gardner made his appearance. Frank Wayne Scott. And a cast of thousands. Appreciate everybody coming out to the Dave Cave tonight for Epic Basketball League action. Once again, your final score, Kansas City, Omaha, 96. Baltimore, 91. We'll be back tomorrow night with Heartland Championship Wrestling. And until then, thank you for everybody who came out. That's our stream, and I am out of here.